Hi guys, it's Miss Vanetta. Hope you had a good day and you had a good weekend. All right, the first thing we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about our penny. Okay, yesterday we talked about how a penny is brown and it has Abraham Lincoln on it, and we did some coin rubbing, and I showed you a penny real close, real close. Look, I'll show you it again. Here's a penny real close. There's Abraham Lincoln. And look, on the other side, here's the Lincoln Memorial. All right, that is our penny, okay? All right, now I'm going to let you listen to a story about a penny, okay? It's worth 1 cent. All right, here we go. All right.
Benny's pennies. Benny McBride had 5 new pennies. What should I buy? He asked. Buy something beautiful, said his mom. Buy something good to eat, said his brother. Buy something nice to wear, said his sister. Woof, woof, said his dog. Meow. Okay, Benny said, I will. So, Benny McBride, with 5 new pennies, strolled out in the morning sun. A woman was cutting roses. Her name was Mrs. Hill. Will you sell me a rose? Asked Benny. Will you sell me a rose for a penny? Yes, I will, said Mrs. Hill. Then Benny McBride, with 4 new pennies and a sweet-smelling rose, strolled on in the morning sun. A girl was baking cookies. Her name was Lucy May. Will you sell me a cookie? Asked Benny. Will you sell me a cookie for a penny? A cookie for a penny? Okay, said Lucy May. Then Benny McBride, with 3 new pennies, a sweet-smelling rose, and a soft, warm cookie, strolled on in the morning sun. A boy was making hats. His name was Michael Bess. Will you sell me a hat? Asked Benny. Will you sell me a hat for a penny? Yes. Oh, yes, said Michael Bess. Then Benny McBride, with 2 new pennies, a sweet-smelling rose, a soft, warm cookie, and a fine paper hat, strolled on in the morning sun. A butcher was cutting meat. His name was Mr. Hopper. Will you sell me a bone? Asked Benny. Will you sell me a bone for a penny? You're quite a shopper, said Mr. Hopper. Then Benny McBride, with 1 new penny, a sweet-smelling rose, a soft, warm cookie, a fine paper hat, and a big meaty bone, strolled on in the morning sun. A man catching fish. His name was Mr. Eel. Will you sell me a fish? Asked Benny. Will you sell me a fish for a penny? It's a deal, said Mr. Eel. Then Benny McBride, with a sweet smelling rose, a soft plum cookie, fine paper hat, a big meaty bone, a floppy wet fish, but no new penny, strolled home in the morning. I'm back, he called, and I bought what you said. It's beautiful, said his mom. Good, said his brother. I like it, said his sister. Woof, woof, said his dog. Meow, said his cat. Thank you, Benny. Thank you, Benny. Thank you, Benny. Thank you, Benny. They all said together, "You're welcome," said Benny McBride.
All right. Did you see that story about Benny's penny and all the stuff that he bought for a penny? He bought a rose. He bought a cookie. He bought a hat. Let's see. He bought a bone. He bought a fish. All that stuff with his pennies. What can you buy with a penny? All right, guys. That is it for our math lesson today. We're going to move on to science. And this week in science, we're talking about science safety. Okay, so I have this right here. What is a scientist? Okay, so what do you think a scientist is? Y'all drew pictures yesterday about what you thought science was. Look at this picture I have right here. See our scientist right there? And he's holding a beaker and it looks like fumes are all coming out. Oh, let's see, a scientist, they have questions. Okay, they measure, they invent, they observe. Observe is when you look with your eyes. Okay, let's see. What else? A scientist is you. You're a scientist. You ask questions. You observe and look with your eyes. Okay? Scientists are always safe too. They always have on goggles and an apron or a lab coat. They have to be safe. All right, guys. So what I want you to do is I want you to draw me a picture of a scientist. Okay? Just like Miss Vanetta did right there. All right, guys. That is it for today. I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.